Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a message for my Leos out there, or Leo cross watcher. This is for you guys. You can also reverse it if you need to. This is specific. A lot of these have started to be really specific, so I'm just going to roll with it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get it out because I'm like, man, this is like so specific. Some of you guys, unless this is happening on the outside of you with a person between them and another, I think someone here is like kind of on the outside looking in to your life. This is someone who's no longer in your life, whether you talk to them anymore or not, or you don't, or you like don't talk to them a lot or something like that. You don't really have a good relationship with them or one at all. I think it's for the best. I think it's for the best that this person isn't in your life anymore or as much, or in the life of your children or your child. So this could be a family member, guys. It doesn't have to be an ex. Some of you it is an ex. Some of you this is maybe even a friend. Like, I don't know. It's a person who, they check in on you. They check in on your life. Somehow they check in on you, probably social media. That's the biggest. This is the modern day world. We check in on each other through social media or through mutual friends, but I don't get much of that. Family even. You can check on people like that. See kind of what's up. It's like someone's, they constantly want to retrieve information on you, on your life. They may even try to retrieve information on you through a child or children when they do come around, if they even come around. Like who's mommy dating now, who's daddy dating now, or what are they doing, or or maybe they try to check up on you. If the child or children are old enough to have social media themselves, maybe the child or children have them on their platform or something, or on their page or on their friends list, and so they'll check up through that, like to see what mom's doing or see what dad's doing. Okay, there's that. It could be family doing it, like they'll check up on a certain family member. Someone could check up on you through another source, a third energy, right? Someone else in the family who may be connected to you. They ask about you that way, or they spy on that person to see if they can get information on you. Either way, this is someone who's definitely not in your life. I can't help but I can't shake the feeling. I can't shake the feeling that it's definitely for the best. Hold on, let's see. On the outside looking in, and yeah, some of you, this is like an ex-friend, possibly even. It's somebody, I'm telling you, you don't talk to them, or not a lot. Most of you, I think you don't talk to them at all. You guys don't have a rapport with each other. You don't have a relationship with each other. And they, unless let's say you're in a relationship here. Some of you, it could be the person you're in a relationship with, their ex, checking up on you, checking up on that person, on the relationship. It could be, something along those lines. Let's say you're single and it's your ex that's with someone now. The person they're with, I don't know how long they've been with them, how long they've been on and off with this person, or whatever it looks like. That person still checks on you to see if the person that they still mess with, whom was your ex first, is liking your stuff or talking to you or possibly returning to you. So there's just a whole lot of wires being crossed here. But either way, I feel like there's somebody where it's you and them don't have a rapport with each other, or a good one. I feel like it's kind of impossible to, because this person, well, we don't even need to get into that. We don't need to get into that. I think you've held the fort down. I think you're doing well. You're focusing on your life and growing and moving forward, and they check on that. They check on that. They check on your growth. They check on your expansion. They check on your relationship status if they care about that. They check on your numbers, whatever that means. They check on your numbers. Maybe you're on social media. They literally check on your numbers. This is someone who prefers to have an indirect relationship with you, or even a child or children, or none at all, but they have more of a relationship with the social media in which they receive their information about you. They have more of a relationship with that, with spying or whatever, than they do connecting, I'm not saying this is a bad person. I don't know. I don't know this individual, obviously, on a personal level. I just know what it feels like, and um, I don't know. It's almost like they consider saying something, reaching out, testing the waters, almost to see. It almost just seems like it's for fucking sport for this person. Like, why do I feel like that? Why does it feel like I don't feel this person genuinely cares. It feels more like I just want to touch base and see what's going on, but just to get information or something. Like, it doesn't feel like this is someone who genuinely, like, again, cares about you or what you've got going on, and something to do with, like, it's like a sport to them. Or if it's not, they could have fooled me, because it definitely feels like that. It feels like someone who thinks it's just like if this is someone who is in your life, and I mean indirectly, or because of children or because of family or whatever, vice versa, if this is someone who's in another person's life because of family and all that, they only come around, or they only text back, or they only be in the group text, or they only whatever, or something, just because it makes them maybe look a certain way, or because blah 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 blah. But there's no real relationship here. I feel like this person is not really, doesn't have a relationship. They not a direct one. Even if they speak and there's communication, it's very indirect. It's very cold, and it's more obsessive. Like, I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with what you've got going on, what you're doing over there, how you're holding things down. How's life going for you now? Are you in a relationship? Like, whatever. Because I don't know who this is. I'm more concerned with, are you succeeding? And just kind of getting information. It's like you're a science experiment than actually having a real connection with you. And see why I said it's specific. And something I noticed before I started this video, I thought that I had this bitch plugged up in my phone. I had it for like a good hour on the charger, but this wasn't plugged into the what's that called, the like box thing. It wasn't plugged into it, so the whole time I thought that it was something. It wasn't. I thought it was doing something it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. Feels, I don't know. My back's hurting. I gotta be real, like, I don't really trust this energy. I don't trust this energy. And that's probably why you don't have them in your life, because the trust is not there between the two of you, or why you keep them in your life seldom, something like that. This person, I gotta be real. Again, I don't know if they're a bad person, but how it's coming off is jealous. They're very jealous of not just you, but people in general, I feel. And maybe even a little bit selfish and hot-headed. They feel hot-headed to me. Well, I can't even say it that way. It like really hurts. It's because I need a back rest or something here. Support. You can't really trust this person to be a real support. No. I feel like this person is very little support, if any at all, whether to you or with another. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be anyone though, remember? Like, this doesn't have to be anyone in your direct life. This could be someone who's connected to someone you're with now. Maybe they were their past, or vice versa, or something like that. It's like someone doesn't really, they've been the smallest amount of support, and it's almost like you got to question when they even are, if it's something that they're doing because they're forced to do, or because they're just trying to make it look a certain way, or to just be in there to get information. Like, I don't feel a lot of sincerity coming from someone. It feels like very, it feels jealous is what it feels. jealous, callous, hard, cold, cruel, stubborn. I don't feel any love, period. Some of you are connected by a woman, or you are the woman that connects the situation, maybe even a mom. It feels like a matriarch figure here. There could even be someone who's jealous of like everything that you have. Even if they could have been a part of it with you, but they chose not to. They could be upset with what you have. I don't even want to get into that. Why? I don't want to get into that. Basically what I want to say is you are doing well. You are full of love and strength, man or woman, and you've got people on the outside of you who know it, and they don't really care and never really did to have a deep relationship with you. They just it's like constantly obsess about your success or something. Like, I don't know. There's a connection to children here, or a specific child. There's also a connection to a matriarch type figure, and there is a strong family connection here, whether it's someone you actually had a family with, or someone that had a family with another person before you, or maybe even after you. There was a girl just running on the road right now. You're getting yourself in shape. I don't know if that's physically getting yourself in shape, or you're spiritually. I mean, in all senses of the word, like you're really... And she's going uphill. That girl's going uphill. You're climbing. Someone's like watching you get better. Someone's watching you climb and grow and evolve. Get in shape. Get your life in shape. Get yourself in shape, like whatever it is. It's like, you know what it feels like to me, and I picked this up in another message, a monitor. It feels like you have a monitoring spirit around you, but they're not in your life, or they are in your life, but very seldomly. It's hit or miss, on and off, something like that. Now this could be entirely reversed, or it could be like something on the outside of you, someone who's monitoring another who's connected to you, or they're monitoring you because you're connected to another. You're being monitored. That's the best way to put this. Leo or Leo crosswatcher here is being monitored. And you can be monitored in a lot of ways, through the internet, through children, because a lot of people will do that. They'll go through them to find out more about you. Family, friends, partners even, being monitored. The interesting thing is, you're monitoring right back. So the one who's monitoring you, you're monitoring them right back. Which is, I love that. I think that you should. I think, okay, so maybe you've been a little underestimated here. It's possible. Perhaps even no, you've been underestimated. Man or woman. Someone's underestimated somebody here. You know who's doing what they're thinking, what they're doing. You know who's watching, and if someone still comes around but seldom, you know exactly why they do it. Do you play stupid? Do you play dumb? Someone in the family, you play dumb to somebody in the family? You play dumb to someone in the family because you know they're connected to another? Like, I don't feel like it's gotten past you. I don't feel like you're none the wiser. You just don't let it, you're not letting it like affect you. You're not letting it rule you, rule your life. That's why I'm saying you're still growing and doing all this. And when I say you're monitoring another, you're monitoring them monitoring you. You're not monitoring them like, what do they got going on in their life, blah, blah. Now, you let that go a long time ago. You're just aware that someone is got their eyes on you. It's because you're observant. Spiritually, physically, all the ways. You're observant. You see it all. You see it. You could even be really spiritually gifted here. Like, you could have some pretty psychic gifts. Maybe you get the dreams. Maybe you get the, like, it's just like the intuitive knowing. You just know. Or you know, randomly you're going throughout your day and you're like, this person's name pops up in your head and you're like, It's the universe has definitely revealed this person to you probably a while ago. You've been on to them. You know what they're doing. You know what they're saying. You know their true intentions. You know what they tried to pull. I'm hearing the shit they tried to pull, the shit they've been trying to pull. You know it. What they're planning to pull. You know it. The camera's wiggling because the fan is on. It's unstable. I feel like this person can be unstable, just like this stand right here, because the fan is blowing. I said fanned. Fanned. This person, they're not as stable as you. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It doesn't mean you're better. It's just they're not as stable as you. You're firm in your life and firm and confident in who you are, and you take care of business and responsibilities, and this person is like the wind. Whether or not you know that about them, you probably do, but meanwhile they're wondering what you got going on. I don't know, this is really... Or you're aware of, if this is not resonating at all, you're aware of this situation occurring, or someone around you is. Someone here is aware, if that's not the story, that this type of dynamic is going on outside of them. Like, let's say it's a family thing, it'd be like family drama. It'd be like the matriarch, for example, knowing that there's like a family feud going on, like seeing this sibling talk shit about this sibling, and this sibling really just minding their own business, growing their career, not really trying to fuck with nobody. But this sibling is not stupid either. This sibling knows the other sibling, or maybe more than one sibling. They're all like a little posse and they talk shit. This sibling is psychic and this sibling's smart as fuck. And you as the matriarch sitting back here, like, you see it all. You're like, this is some fucking shit. This is some fucking shit. And you may not like blame the person for why they don't want nothing to do with these motherfuckers over here. And I say motherfuckers and loosely because, I mean, family, but I mean, is it though? Does family do this? Because that's fucking awful. So like, some of you may see that, you know, maybe it's not siblings, but maybe it's like, you know, I don't know, something, right? It's just the first thing popping in my head. It's something like that. So some of you could not be like directly involved with where you see it and you're kind of like, wow. So someone here may see it, why certain family members want nothing to do, or a certain family member wants nothing to do with other certain family members because of how they are. And you could be the one observing it and seeing it all and just kind of like, maybe even seeing yourself in another, or this could be someone doing this with you, seeing yourself in another, why they stay away. You may commend it. You may send them energy, positive energy telepathically, like, I commend you for having the strength. You know, sometimes people think they're the strongest because they can talk a lot of shit and run their mouth and make fake accounts and do really fucked up shit and even do illegal shit, like commit fraud behind other people's backs, thinking they're not going to know about it. They think that that makes them tough and stronger. But actually the one who's stronger is the one who doesn't have to do any of that, and the one who's continuing to build their life and take care of their responsibilities, like their children and things like that, and not commit fraud and not be cruel and hateful, and also not have to fight back. Sometimes it's the quietest one that's actually the strongest, more often than not. Or if there's a person here and it has nothing to do with like the family, that could be like, I know that my exes or my ex and their new person or blah 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 blah. I know they're doing this. I know they're blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if y'all are so happy, why don't y'all go fuck off? Like, why don't y'all go just like focus on each other and leave me the fuck alone? Because you're not in love with each other. Like, yeah, but it's clear. But you don't have to make that point, and you don't make that point. You just sit back and do your thing and live your life, and again, take care of your responsibilities. Meanwhile, learning your lessons, all that, you know, and. They're over there just being unstable. So that's what I'm getting. Wow, I went over. I'm trying to keep these a little shorter. I gotta go get my grandma up. I have some things to do today. So we're gonna leave it here. We'll come to a stopping point. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for now. So I guess I would say someone here. I mean, what is there to say? What's there to say? It's all about intentions here. You know, it really is. Intentions are everything, and those, or the person who has evil intentions, and not only the intentions, because I feel like the intentions are followed by actions, whether they're known or not. The universe knows about them, and so I think this person or these people with these intentions and these actions, whether the actions are just running their fucking mouth or whatever they're doing, you know, they'll fall on their own sword. They're already wiggling energetically, unstable. So it's just a matter of time. I guess meanwhile you're supposed to know about it, that also you have someone else somewhere on the outside of you, unless you're the one that does kind of low-key get you, even if they don't say it or you don't hear that from them. Like, they get why you stay away, or they get why you cut off a connection and why you just kind of do shit on your own and hold it down, because you're like, I'm not gonna have this type of shit in my life. So for whoever this is for, strong message. Strong message. You're killing it. And that makes people really jealous of you. It's like they're in competition or something. Or they want to be, or I don't know. Some of you, again, like, this could be someone who's like low-key in competition with an ex of yours. Be careful of anybody who, I don't know, would this be a new person who's in competition with an ex of yours? New as in you could have already been with them a couple years now, but like, I'm talking an ex, maybe an ex you had family with, or maybe it's an ex you had family with who's in competition with a new person of yours. I mean, you never know. Or this is reversed. I don't know. I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.